So today we're in the forest again and we're in a really cool spot. I found like a little, I'll put like some footage on screen, like the area of what we've got, but we've got like a little rocky cliff area. Ted's not so much of a fan of it because it's like a drop down there or something, but it's really cool. You got like all these like big, it's like Stone Age. People have somehow like carved their names and stuff into it, which is impressive. There's like, I want to do one of those carvings, but it looks a bit of work. I don't know how long people have spent carving their shit into rock. Anyway, so we're gonna be like, I'm gonna just like chill out. I'm out here to like just enjoy the forest, have some nice food. I'm cooking my signature dish today, and yeah, I just want to like talk more or like push the video in a more like, I don't know, like different directions or something. I want to be like giving more or something, because I'm just like being a camping cooking channel, and it's not different or needed is the basic way to put it. YouTube doesn't need more of the same crap, and we're all different. So me being the same as like everyone else or you and not being unique isn't being me. There's like a path down there. Uh-oh. There's like a path down there, so like people walking down there, and it's just gonna be like, and Ted's in a very expecting mood today. She's just constantly staring at me the whole time, sitting there, waiting for me to get on with it or something. Now, I've got to find some wood to chop, get some wood for the fire, because my bag is so packed. Look at that. It's absolutely stuffed with goodies. So I've got to find some wood to chop so I can get the fire going. I've got my saw here, and yeah, I'm gonna have to do like a little wood chopping montage or something. I've got to find like dead standing wood or something as well. It's gonna be fun. Look at that. Look at all these other rocks and cool stuff here. Look at all of this. You've got all these like cool spots to sit and hang out. Look at all of this. Perfect. I think it's the tree that I'm going to cop. I'm going to get this one. I want to get these big bits so I can split them so we can get a proper fire. Oh, is this wet? Oh, for fuck's sake. It's wet, guys. It's bloody wet. God, I'm not happy with leaving Ted over there because she's spastic. Okay, so after some digging in the dirt and some searching, I found this in a puddle. I'm joking, but or am I? I actually like found this like standing up, so I've like chopped down a tree, but it's dead, and it's like, yeah, all right. So we found wood after a while of walking in circles, and this is what we're going to use to make fire. Cue wood cutting montage. Alright, so over here we've got our wood set up and everything really looking nice. So I should probably like point the camera to this separately, but like we've got the sticks to start off with. This is basically the haul we got from that tree or whatever. We've got like those sticks, I might as well use them to start off. Then we've got these, and then I've only got like, these are quarter split, and then I've got like these half split ones because they'll burn longer, won't they? I've got to say, I think that was my first time battoning. No, probably the second time of like doing that instead of an axe. This is a really good knife. I'm making a website for this channel so I can put like all wonderful things that I make on there, and all of the equipment I use is going to go on there. So this is like it's a pretty cheap knife, but it's extremely high quality. So if you want a really good knife that's good, you know, get this one. Carbon steel, 4-inch carving knife, and it's sharp, it's amazing. Love it. So yeah, let's get this fire started. Okay, so as always, Ted's conveniently placed herself in the road. So, because we're gonna be cooking amazing food, I've got the apocalypse kit. Thinking where I'm gonna put the fire, Teddy. Now, I brought my stool, but because we've got this amazing rock here, which is really, really nice to cut wood on. If any of you know what cutting wood on dirt is like, it's ridiculous, it absorbs all the energy. Having like a proper like concrete thing to chop wood on was so luxury out in the forest. Anyway, so I've got like my little chair thingy here and my pack table, so it's gonna be really nice, and the rock as well, to have everything up high and nice. Put that in there like that. Look at this, Teddy. Uh-oh, forgot this part. Let's get this lit up, Ted. Da, 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 da. think I'm just gonna go straight to these logs. Don't want to muck around with those silly twigs. Oh, Ted, what does that smell? Oh no. No, don't care anymore. Ted's gotten used to the fire, so placed her dookie real near it now. She doesn't really mind it. She's got used to it. I'm trying to set this up. It's always the hardest part getting, you know, the wood set up properly in the start, isn't it, Ted? Okay, smelling really nice, that smoke. Damn. I think I'm gonna set up my pack table here, just because it's a convenient spot, even though it might be a bit off camera. Oh dear. Guys, I forgot my plate, which isn't a problem, because I can use that little lunch box, but I don't have anything for Ted to drink water out of. She's gonna have to wait until I've finished lunch then, isn't she? Look at that, guys, isn't that perfect? Ted's just over there watching me. Let's whisk up these eggs. And I've got my favourite soda as well, so we're having a really good time, aren't we, Ted? Ted's now scared of the smoke again. All right, Ted, look at the fire, how amazing that is. Look at that, with one hand. Isn't that cool? You think I'm really cool? Now Ted's gonna bloody eat this. I'm gonna throw it over the cliff. Mate, that's satisfying. Look at that. Now it's just eggshell, guys. So, that's done. I'm just gonna let that fire burn down a bit so I can get some proper logs on it, and then we'll be cooking. So yeah, we've got like big plans for this channel. I'm moving to New Zealand this September because I don't want to live here, innit? It's just kind of dookie here. This is a really nice forest I've found, but it's like one of those gems, and it's still just, it's not proper wilderness. So yeah, I'm gonna be moving there, and then that's when these like survival videos or camping videos, whatever you want to call them, are really gonna like take off and go nuts, because I'm gonna have access to proper nature and jungle and stuff like that, because they have like proper mountains and stuff over there, so they weren't able to chop every single fucking tree down in the entire country, turn it into grassland because of those mountains, so they've still got a decent amount of untouched nature. Whereas the UK, we've literally chopped down every single forest, like 100%. Every forest we have in present day is man-made, and you can clearly see it, because we do a shit job at playing God and trying to create nature from scratch and forest from scratch. All of our forests, you know, all the trees are like average around 40 years old. Top out, that one there is probably 80, 90. Yeah, it's really bad, and the nature diversity is just skewed. Like, we have a huge ant overpopulation problem, infestation thing going on. There's like no predator to these ants. Like, they're supposed to be at the bottom of the food chain, and they're rocking around like they're at the top. Makes no sense, really skewed. And yeah, we've got a really, over here, it's probably around the rest of the world as well, we've got a really confusing and skewed approach to nature conservation. Like, our idea of conserving nature is that you've got to partially destroy it all the time to keep it alive or something like that. Like, if you don't destroy it, it will just become overgrown and destroy itself. Invasive plant species will take over, and then it will just become like a normal forest or something. And yeah, that's just terrible, because whatever. But the very process that they're trying to do to prevent invasive species and crap like that is what's creating that problem. Like, you're slowly thinning out the forest every year, and then fern is taking over, so then there's no new trees to replace that, and then now you've got a serious invasive species problem of fern, because you've chopped down all the trees, fern's taken over, and now there's no trees to replace that, so you end up with this fern land of, you know, scattered trees and just fern, and no new trees are growing, and then, you know, they end up just running out of trees to thin, basically, because it's just fern, no new trees are growing, and yeah, they end up just fucking themselves. I think it comes from the old ways of, like, it was always, you know, the constant need to farm trees or whatever. I'm probably not using the right words and terminology here, but, you know, for like living and boats and stuff like that, but we don't need them anymore. We use bricks and shit, but we're still chopping down trees. It's really weird when you think about it. Like, all you have to do is just believe what your eyes tell you instead of what the fucking internet says, or what these stupid fucking ranger nature conservators are saying, because the forests that are being managed and conserved are like a shit. They're dying compared to the forests that are being untouched. The forests that are untouched and that should be, according to the nature conservators, dying are actually like the most healthy and the best. Look at this big spider there fucking around. Oh, go away. Bang out of water, guys. Whereas in New Zealand, they've got big fucking mountains and shit, so they can't physically chop it down, which is kind of funny and nice. Yeah, that's the main thing that pisses me off with nature conservation. It's just really backwards, and I don't see it working. I mean, it's obviously failing because you just open your eyes and look at what the state of the forest is. And it's just some woodland, some fern woodland. Anyway, so yeah, I'm going to move there and live out my dream life. So I wanted to talk about my dream life, or what I'm going to be wanting to do in my life here in this video. But I don't want to piss anyone off, push anything on anyone, or, you know, a lot of people get upset when, like, you're telling them one way of doing things. And they take it as like you're telling them off, or like you're telling them to stop doing that, and that you're like mad, or hell, the smoke's pissing me off. That like your dream life, the way you want to live is a failure, and that you're trying to drag them down with you, and it just isn't that. So I just want to put that disclaimer there before I start to talk about this. But yeah, so basically, I know this is going to upset a lot of people, which is pretty sad, that if someone else wants to do something different, a bunch of people are going to get pissed off and upset at it, because like you doing something different proves that what they had in their head of, oh, I have to live this way because everyone else's, gets like exposed and torn up in front of them because you're not following that script. My poor brain. Anyway, so let's get this fire on. This video is going to be way too long because I yap so much. Look at that. That's a hot fire there, isn't it? Put some oil on there because I want the eggs to stick. Eggy time. Look at that. Oh, yeah. I'm making scrambled eggs, by the way, with beans on toast, if you didn't figure it out. It's a British classic. Anyway, yeah, so I basically just want to be in the forest, you know. That's literally it. I just want to be going out in the forest all the time. You know, have like a little van or something that's nice. Granted, I make it nice, that I live in. I'm going to scoot over here because it's just blown right there, which is annoying. But anyway, that I live in. Not like live in, but you know, that's like a base. And just like chill out in the forest all the time. Have enough money for food, water and petrol. Most food banks, there's food banks that give that out for free anyway. So basically what I'm saying is that I don't see a single reason why I should work a job or a full-time job if I don't want a house, an expensive car I can't afford, and a bunch of crap. That's literally the three things people work for. A fucking car payment, a bunch of crap, and a house. But I don't want any of those things, so I've got to level this out. Sorry guys. There we go, that's better. I think it's gonna be done pretty soon. We're gonna take it off the heat just because I want to season it. I don't want it to keep cooking. Like, I'm not shaming that anyone that wants to live a normal life like that, but I don't know why I should be forced to as well. Like, it's my duty or like obligation to have a fucking job so I can have a house and all the shit I don't want. Let's get some pepper on it. Uh-oh, that went in the forest. I always have sticks in my food. Lots of fibre. Anyway, I don't find any pleasure or joy in seeking things outside of myself, and that's what the whole living on the grid is. Like, buying all this crap and, you know, trying to work you out to get a nicer house, and, you know, trying to always be getting a nicer car. You're in a constant state of seeking shit outside of yourself, so it just isn't fulfilling to me. If I strip away all the bullshit, all the, you know, expectations or like, you know, programming, and if I just truly think about what do I want, like what's like, you know, my true authentic, like what's, you know, etc. You know what I'm talking about. You know, how would you want to live? But I'm gonna put this on here. Hopefully the beans will cook just as fast and everything. Main problem I'm having with this whole cooking situation is that things just get cold. Maybe I'll put that there or keep it warm. Things always get cold because I'm having to do things. See, why is the smoke shifting like that all the time? It's not fair. But yeah, like when I say to people, my parents, like what I want to do, that, or anyone really, it's like, it's such a bizarre and out of this world and just like crazy concept to them that I must be tapped in the head, basically. It's like I'm saying, oh, I want to go live in a spaceship and fly to another planet and live on that planet. It's like I'm saying that. Like the fucking basic idea of just saying, oh, I just want to be fucking homeless and be in the forest is so wacky and bizarre to them. And I understand how to people living like, you know, a normal societal life, you know, God, being homeless in the forest, you're basically running your life into the ground. You know, like, you just want to be a trash bum or something. And, you know, I appreciate that. That's, yeah, cool. I don't care. I'm still doing it anyway. Like, I see it through my eyes, like, yeah, cool. Because I want to fucking be a miserable bastard working full time for fuck all in a shit job for a bunch of wank shit I don't fucking want. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll work my whole fucking life away for fuck all so I can get fuck all, get a bunch of fucking shit I don't want and shit outside of myself so I can just be forever chasing bullshit, fleeting dopamine and happiness. So people go, oh, you're successful. And so I validate other people and affirm other people's beliefs and ideas. Like, why can't I just be out in the forest and play Minecraft? Or like, why can't I just be out in the forest or make some videos, be out in the forest and chill in a van or whatever? Like how is that taxing at all to society if I just don't contribute and don't take? You know, like if I'm just sustaining off the land and like, if I just, like, I'm not gonna be like, you know, a crackhead or like a homeless person that's leeching benefits from the government. Like, I'll make sure I'm still gonna bloody not steal and have money for food and shit like that. Right, I think that's ready, so that's going in there now. Right, I've got a toast here, guys. My other little spiky thing under the thing, and that's gonna be burning. Oh, I've got another one here. Let's go. I forgot about that one. Anyway. Boop. See, like, doing stuff like this, you guys don't see a lot of what I do off camera, but if I'm not doing this right here, I'll just be like just sitting in the forest doing nothing, literally nothing, and just like connecting or just like existing. And when I'm doing that, I'm like in pure peace and euphoria, whatever you call it. Oh, Ted's so funny. Mwah. Oh, Ted, you're gonna miss this, aren't you, when I leave? Like, if I get complete fulfillment and happiness from doing this, why would I go out into society to do what everyone else is doing? Like, it just doesn't add up, you know? Look at that, how that's already toasted up and stuff. See how I've like timed it with the wood, so like by this point, you know, it's just the coals and it toasts it really nicely. And I've still got mad amount of wood left to scram around with. Oh, I didn't put salt on my baked beans. A massive, guys, this is a trick, a good chef trick, cooking cheat, and kitchens do this all the time. Put like, not a ton of salt, but a bunch of salt into like all your food and stuff, because it just makes it taste nicer. And I know it's not like, you know, that's a piss poor, lazy way of doing it, but it works. I really like it. If you use salt properly in moderation, or like, you know, balanced diet type way, it can be quite beneficial to your health and stuff like that. Isn't that right, Ted? But yeah, give me like in the comments like your opinion, or like shoot back at me with that, like what you think about what I'm saying, you know? Like if I only need to, like, so basically I've studied mechanics in college, which is a complete waste of time because they teach you cool. So I can pick up a trade job, then I'm going to go to New Zealand, get a job in a garage just so I can learn it. And once I'm like, you know, a competent mechanic, then I'll start my own business, and I'll only like work as a mobile mechanic for like 3 months full time of the year, maybe less even, because all I need money for is food, water and petrol. Like, well, I don't need money for anything else. I don't want a house because I just want to be in the forest all the time. Yeah, I only need like enough money for like things in the van or whatever. Like, why would I want to suffer doing all of that in society, or like in corporate job or whatever, when I can just do this and it's so much easier and it makes me so much happier, you know? I don't know how everyone can argue with that, how everyone can get so upset with that, you know? Or instead of getting pissed off, upset, or think I'm, you know, some depressed, mad, crazy, tapped fuck, they'll just take the piss out of it. Which I appreciate humour and everything, but It's like what I'm choosing to do is stupid and silly. Like working your whole fucking life away for complete bullshit and pointlessness, and to just suffer for things outside of yourself isn't pointless as well. Guys, check out the 𝗬𝗵𝗶𝗴𝘀. I'm gonna get a close up of this because it's so amazing. I know, ignore the presentation because we aren't in the forest, we're in, you know, it's realistic, you know? I've got my, yeah, I'm not gonna be trying to do it from presentation. I might even eat it with a wooden spoon. Yo. All right, guys, check this out, check this out. Look at that. Look at that. Look at the eggs, look how the eggs are perfect. Look how I've came with my eggs scrambling on the fire, my baked beans, my lovely buttered toast there. Look at that. My cream soda, my dog, eating dirt still. Dumb animal. Oh yeah. Proper done eggs, baked beans on toast. Let's go. I should make like a fucking masterclass course, like those scammy YouTubers that make those fucking courses, just take the piss out of them, and like price it at like $6.99, really expensive, and put it in dollars, even though I'm in the UK and, you know, based in the UK and everything. Still set the currency into dollars. You know what's funny, guys? The majority of my audience is like people my dad's age, like 50 to 60-year-olds. Like the main portion is 50 to 60-year-olds, and then it's 40 to whatever, and then, you know, as the age goes down, it's really small. Like my age group is like 1%, 2% watching this channel. I find that really, like, I don't want to say weird, but like, now, just because I'm drinking this doesn't mean you should. I don't condone the use of drinking stuff like that. I just like it. It's got lots of wonderful things in it. Aspirin and sodium benzoate and all these other lovely words I can't say, which are probably fucking radioactive. Yeah, there's just nothing more to me that there's just nothing more to me that I want above all else, like, you know, the Andrew Tate lifestyle, or, you know, being a millionaire, or, you know, everything, than living out in the forest and connecting with others. Like you say, oh, being a millionaire connects you to others because, like, you're high status. But it's the shallow, muffled, soulless, distant, devoid form of connection, because everyone's so wrapped up in their bullshit ego and identity that it's not real connection, you know? So I don't believe that either. Yeah, so I'd absolutely love to know from you guys, is my thought process here wrong for how I want to live my life? Is there a reason I'm missing, or that I haven't mentioned, why I should work a full-time job if I don't want a house, a car, and a bunch of crap? And also, why do you want to be like living the lifestyle of Andrew Tate or a millionaire, other than societal programming and social media? Why do you want to live that? Like, aside from the reasons of, oh, freedom, it gives you freedom, but it's like, it's not true freedom, because you still have to be at that desk working harder than anyone else to keep that income up, and it's only freedom inside of society. Which, to be fair, if you love society and you want to like live in society all the time for your whole life, then I completely get that. Then yeah, that's freedom. But I don't even want to be in society, you know? I just want to be in the forest. So getting rich isn't going to make me free, because I'm not in the forest, you know? Don't get me wrong, I don't want to live in a van for my whole life. I'll probably like build a cabin, or have like some off-remote like little house thingy or something that I build, or like that I get. But it won't be like a on-grid, or won't be like a conventional house, you know? That is really expensive, and that, you know, it's just like that, you know? The fact that everyone's so reliant on this grid system of like supermarkets, and then, you know, the running water, electricity and gas and everything. If like the government or people just stop cooperating with each other, you're fucked, innit? You're like screwed. You haven't got the grid or a supermarket to go to, you just die, innit? You've got nothing else to do if you can't go out and like survive in the forest or everything. Like, I've got big stores and shit. I could find myself a deer and like, carve it up. But everyone, you know, as soon as I say, oh, I kind of don't want to work a job, I just want to fuck around in nature. That's depression talking. That's fucking hell, this guy's lost it. Put him in a mental hospital and lock him up. Fucking sedate this cunt. Jesus Christ. He's fucking lost it. Get this fucking... Alright, son. Alright, fucking had enough of this shit. Get out. Get out of my house. I've had enough of this shit. Fucking around with this bullshit, woke shit. This van life's a load of fucking bollocks. Get a fucking job, alright? Fucking around. This wind... I want to stop doing that, you know? Ah, my eyes. Oh, fuck off. Something, all gotta work. I did it, your dad did it, your grandfather did it, right? Oh, mate. I'm gonna go to fucking jail if I keep up with this shit. They're gonna put me under being too radical. Look at that. Like in nature, you can just sit by the fire and chill out and have a good time, you know? You've got a fire there, you know? If it's not pissing you off and blowing shit in your face all the time, pretty good. Don't get me wrong, I don't want to just be some homeless fuck off wanker that's not providing any value, contributing, and it's just like, you know, a bum that's just taking everything. I do want to like give a lot of what I think I have to offer, but I don't want it to be in a conventional, same old way, if you know what I mean. Like if I want to really help people or like give to people, I'm not going to be able to do that doing the exact same things everyone else does. Like I want to make, like for example, I want to make a bunch of courses and material on like things I've learned and like what, yeah, fire making, starting, management, you know, bushcraft things, forest navigation, map, compass, what's it called, cartography, all things like that. And I don't want to even charge people for it. I want to give it for free. Yo, I think this might be like a sandstony soft rock because I'm just carving into that with my saw like it's butter. I shouldn't be able to carve into rock like that. Guys, check this out. That's not rock, is it? That's sand. Is that, what's going on here? What's the deal with that? Why is it doing that? Why is it like butter? Why am I able to carve a rock with my fucking saw? Why is it like sand? Any geologists watching the video right now, what is this? What's going on here? Maybe it's just an old elderly rock and it's just given up on being a rock. That's crazy, guys. The rock's not being a rock. Look at Teddy. Completely satisfied now. She's had got some water there. She's not really interested in that anymore. She's gonna be when she starts walking, dehydrated dumbass. It's gonna be a really cool story to document and go through when I go to New Zealand, because like not only am I moving out of my house and like completely leaving everything, but I'm also leaving the country to a completely different country that's completely different that I'm not familiar with. You know, I went there once when I was like 8, and granted I have some family there, but I'm gonna have to get out their house pretty quick, and it's just gonna be, yeah. I know everyone, all the 50-year-olds watching right now, oh, you girl, fucking pussy, back in my day, I'll fucking break that with my fucking jaw. Break your jaw as well, sonny. Fucking watch it, I'll see you out in public, mate, I'll fucking do your head in. What the fuck did you just say about my 9 to 5? You fucking prick. All you fucking rich lot private kids are a bunch of fucking ungrateful wankers. Gosh. Okay, so I'm gonna end the video here, because I will, trust me, I will waffle until it's dark. I'm gonna go now. If you wanna see videos again like this, subscribe, otherwise YouTube will just fill up your feed with other crap and you'll lose me and I'll be gone forever. And yeah, so yeah, there's a button that subscribes you to my crap, and there's also, if you like this video, there's a button for that. And if you, yeah, like I do stuff, yeah, I do stuff like this, so if you want to like see me out here doing cool stuff like this, you know, check out my channel, and I've got a bunch of other videos where I've done cool stuff like this. I always bring Ted's a legend. So yeah, how am I going to end the video? Cut.